Right. It's insane.
Okay. JJ likes the seals. Is it because you relate to the seals? What sound does the seal Kawhi Leonard is in Toronto. You're a wild man. Well, speaking of which, we've been recording.
What?
Whenever you want to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning Podcast. I'm Andrew, here as always with JJ and Ben. JJ, some reason locked into some for seal. JJ, explain the seal right now.
Wait, I need to find a video of the sound.
No, you don't. No, stop. Stop.
Guys, if you haven't locked into Neil the Seal, what are we doing? Neil has done his annual invasion of Tasmania, Australia. Obviously, the Australian people are like, chill with it. But every year, the seal, they molt, they lose their skin. Mm-hmm. So he comes up on this one port and just wreaks havoc. And he because seals love attention, but he's the only one that does it. He goes into town, he crushes stuff, jumps on, or not, you can't really jump, but goes onto cars, blocks people in.
Apparently hates posts and just knocks them over.
Yeah, he knocks down fences and posts and stuff. If you don't look up Neil the Seal, it'll give you at least 30 minutes of entertainment.
Also, it's a sea lion, isn't it?
Elephant seal.
Elephant seal. So it's like a big seal.
No, but this is the thing. He's 6 or 7 years old. He's like 6,000 pounds. They don't stop growing till 9 or 10. He'll eventually be 14 feet long, 9,000 pounds.
That's awesome.
So he will literally, if he keeps doing this, they're talking about they're gonna have to do evacuation for cars and stuff because he will totally
evacuating because of the seal. That's wild.
It's amazing.
I've heard a lot of reasons for evacuating. I don't know if I've ever heard about a seal. That's why we have to evacuate.
And if you think about what is a forklift's biggest capacity, it's 4,000 or 5,000 pounds.
Maybe like a crane.
Couldn't even lift him.
Anyway, Neil the Seal. That's how we
start the pod. What a way to start the pod. This is Neil the Seal.
It's pretty awesome.
What a way. Ben, how you been?
Well, my feed has not been Neil the Seal, but...
You're missing out, brother.
Yeah, I've been good. Got to play some basketball over the weekend.
How'd it go? Did you guys finally get your first win?
No, we played against JJ's team.
Oh.
They were back to full strength.
Battle of the Beatons.
Mm-hmm. They got their first win, so that's good.
You got your first win?
Yeah. We did.
Jay, how'd it go? Explain to me how it went.
It was an odd game to play. Our full team was back. Well, Jack wasn't there, but so the chemistry was a bit off. They played a zone. We had a lot of threes. We just didn't really hit a lot of our shots. We played good defense. At one point, I think I missed, or my three rimmed out for the 7th time. And I said, okay, I'm just going to rebound and play defense. And that's what I did the whole game. And it worked out pretty well. I should probably keep doing that and not shooting.
What's the final score? You remember?
We lost by 6, I think.
68-61.
Pretty
good game. Ben, how'd you play?
I played good. I played fine.
Yeah.
You played well
what's the
because
biggest?
Zach
You guys
was
are 0-4?
Yeah, we're 0-4.
What's the biggest reason you're 0-4, you think?
Well, we haven't had all our players except for one game.
Okay.
John and his son Jalen are both gone this game. Those are 2 starters. So it's been tough. But also, I'd say of the draft, we have one of the weaker classes, classes. So that doesn't help either. But we're getting chemistry. We'll be fine. I don't know if we'll win many games, but we'll be fine.
You play another 0-4 team next Tuesday.
But they're a lot better than 0-4.
But they'll miss Caden too.
Who's 0-4?
Fabian's team.
The Orange team. Sorry, yeah, we beat them the first game.
Yeah,
that's right. My team won. I was gone. Once again, gone. 2-2. Not bad. I know we lost. We lost. I wasn't there. I was in Pennsylvania playing softball.
How do you feel, Andrew?
About
leaving your team down?
Great. I was playing softball in Pennsylvania, bro. It was so much fun.
You're having more fun.
Played 7 softball games. It was a lot of fun.
Do well?
I did. We did okay. We played 7 games. So the first 2 games were bracket play, and so they after the first 2 games break you up into gold and silver. Mm-hmm. For some reason, we got 2 of the top teams we had to play in our pool play games. So we went
Senegal over here.
We lost the first one by 10. We hung on for a while. Then our second one got walked off on against one of the best teams. So we played well, but it was just 2 Titans. The Titans were our second game. But we had a really fun clutch through and home run in the second game to put us up, but we weren't able to hold on. And then we won our first game of bracket play and then lost, and then like won 2 and lost. So I think we ended 3 and 4. I had a pretty good day. I played okay.
It's just about the experience.
Yeah, it was really fun though. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I love softball in PA. It's just different. Everybody actually kicks. Like I grew up. That's what I grew up playing. Is with people like
I feel
that,
like there's a little
aggressive.
bit of lore there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, everybody plays the same way. Everybody plays like I do. Like you play aggressive. You play to. You know, I mean, yeah, you want to have fun, but you play to win. You play with passion and.
Yeah, that's kind of how our game was.
You don't get
'cause
that. You
everyone
get
knew each
drunk.
other, so.
You get drunk 35-year-olds down here. And it's just not the same.
Yep.
So
Church
but
league is not the same.
I'm not even saying church league. I'm saying tournament ball.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Yeah, I
No,
can
even
see
tournament
that.
ball is- 'cause,
Well,
like-
even like basketball down here is so much different than Ohio, Indiana.
Yeah. Oh, for
Pennsylvania.
sure.
Like it's a lot.
Well, there's less Mennonites.
Well, but it's not that. It's like fundamentals versus a little showmanship.
Yeah. That was really cool too. We went home, like showered, then came back for the championship, and the gold championship was a really good game. It ended in a walk-off 3-run home run. To win the
Imagine being
championship.
that guy.
It was pretty sick. Woo! It was pretty cool to watch.
That's awesome.
So
Andrew, be that guy hitting the walk-off home run softball tournament in Pennsylvania, or game-winning 3 March Madness.
I mean, it's March Madness.
That's
still.
all.
It's
Okay.
different.
Well, I didn't know how much you would value.
I mean,
that.
it's not. I mean, I'm on ESPN if I'm hitting March Madness Game 3 winner.
Yeah, that's
so
true. How about the Division II March Madness?
I still think that's higher than.
Okay.
than
Just
softball.
What about
Feeling you out.
what about the NIT tournament?
oh.
I still think that's higher than softball.
No, I
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. But no, it was a really fun time. I enjoyed just being in PA, hanging out stayed with my cousin at their house, and
Yeah.
it was really good. Really fun trip.
Guys,
So-
this is July 4th week.
I love this week.
This
This
is
is
such
a
a
good
great
week.
week. This is top 10 weekends.
Okay,
in the
one
year.
thing. So July 4th is on Saturday. Do you guys
is.
have off Friday?
No.
Yes.
I could ask off Friday if
I
I,
have
want
off
to.
Friday. I get paid holiday for me. I'm so
Nice.
excited.
That's
Short
awesome.
week after going to PA for the
I'm
weekend.
supposed to go into work on Saturday, but
No chance.
no one's gonna show
No
up.
chance. I don't care. If you fire me,
That's
I don't care.
crazy.
I'm not going to work on
We're
July
not
4th.
going to work.
That's horrible. Guys, we got to do something.
I think there's no doubt July 4th is the best.
Beth.
Best.
It's Beth.
It's the best
The best.
non-sports weekend.
Yeah.
But it's not always on the weekend, so I don't know. But
Okay, non-sports week.
July
Sports.
4th. I think July 4th is the best. 4th. Wow, I'm doing it too.
Jeez.
It's the best summer holiday by far.
oh yeah, by far.
Well,
Like-
I would go as far as it's a top
3.
4
I
holiday.
think it's top 3. What beats it?
Christmas,
Christmas beats it.
Thanksgiving.
I would take July 4th over Thanksgiving, I think.
whoa.
I think Thanksgiving.
It's
I think
tight.
Thanksgiving is
See, okay,
I think Thanksgiving is
This
overrated.
is coming from the guy that says Thanksgiving food is worse than Super Bowl food, so I just think you don't like Thanksgiving in general.
I
think it's overrated.
I love 4th of July so much.
4th of July is incredible. Because, okay, take it this way. I feel like Thanksgiving and 4th of July are both kind of just American holidays.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
straight
they
America. And 4th of July is so much more American than Thanksgiving.
The only
Yeah.
thing, Thanksgiving
that's
is
my
like there's so much family and it's the start of like the Christmas holiday though season.
True. But I'm saying just the holiday. Like, don't take anything around it. Take just the
well, that's-
holiday.
Then
I
you
think-
can't.
Yeah, well,
then you can't
okay.
say Christmas.
Yeah,
I mean,
because I'd say...
How about we
I
say
think
this?
Christmas is number
I think
one no matter what. I think
Christmas. We gotta say Christmas and Easter, because it's Easter, and then
Right.
July
Yeah.
4th, Thanksgiving, that next tier.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree.
We're good. Yeah, I mean the
Uh,
vibes for
New Year's
July
might be better
4th.
for me than July 4th. But...
New
is
Year's,
fun.
New Year's, and Christmas are just one big holiday.
Yeah, but
That's
New
true,
Year's
that's
is
true.
you love New Year's because of the sports.
Yeah, that's the fireworks.
I don't know.
Okay,
Staying up late is so much fun on New Year's
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, because you have to stay up to midnight.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
That's always fun.
You can never go to bed before midnight.
Get delirious. Although I don't think you stayed up in the cabin for New Year's Eve.
That's crazy. I can't fathom that.
Huh?
It's right because didn't you get up to the cabin and then you like drove all night and so you just went to bed before New Year's Eve? Or am I tripping?
No, no. New Year's was that night. We were at the party.
Oh yeah, you
And then
were
we-
in there. Yeah,
we-
yeah, that's
I
right.
enjoyed
The stroke of midnight. We did not kiss because we were not married, and then we drove straight
Sure,
drove
buddy. Sure.
straight to North Carolina. That will be one I do not forget.
Yeah, had to be good.
July 4th brings the vibes. Barbecue. You're hot, but it's a good hot, and you're just listening to music.
What's the weather like
on the
Saturday?
water?
Probably hot.
It always rains, usually in the afternoon, but
Well, let's look.
it's part of it.
It's okay.
It's on a Saturday.
What is the weather? I need to know.
Thursday weather for Saturday is scattered thunderstorms.
Yep.
Now, I should
What's
say...
the high? What's the high?
The high. What is this? Give
Temperature.
me the weather. Oh my days.
What do we do?
I feel like by saying it's a non-sports weekend, I'm disrespecting Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I always forget about Joe Chestnut.
Because
He's back this year.
the
After
the
scandal
greatest
last
of all
year.
time doesn't deserve that.
Greatest
disrespect.
athlete of all time.
Greatest athlete of all time.
The high will be 89,
Oh, really?
but
Oh,
with
wow.
thunderstorms all day.
Still, that's like not bad. We've been having mid-90s lately, so.
Yeah.
250th anniversary.
Oh, dude, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
Hot and humid, high of 89.
Love that. Getting right into our top 3, starting a little bit of sports talk here, number 3. Just something I want to mention real quick. We might spend 30 seconds on this. I'm not sure. But, guys, Wimbledon is going on right now. The biggest tennis tournament of the year, I would say. I think Wimbledon it probably stands out as number 1. It's in France, right? Yeah, in France. Yeah, just a few things I want to talk about here real quick. Again, probably won't spend much time on this. But one of the tournament favorites, number 4 ranked overall, the American Ben Shelton, is out in the first round. He loses in 5 sets to, I don't know, Viterinen? I don't know who this guy is. Some random Finland guy. Went up. Came down to the wire, lost 7-6 in the final set, and Ben Shelton is out. What was really cool is Serena Williams was back in this tournament. She played today after a long time off. She did lose. She's getting old. It's kind of just a kind of a farewell type thing, I feel like, for her. But it was good to see her back on the court and, fighting for, not even fighting, but just to see her on a tennis court again is really, really cool.
Definitely. It's a balance of interest because last year or any year, this would be what we're watching.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there's something bigger going on.
There's several things bigger going on right now. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Just
Sinner's not playing, right?
Sinner is not playing. I believe who plays tomorrow.
Or Sinner is playing and Alcaraz isn't playing.
Sinner's playing. Alcaraz is still. Alcaraz is the one that's injured. So Sinner's number 1. He plays tomorrow morning at 8:30.
Where's Djokovic?
Djokovic also plays tomorrow morning.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Yep. That'd be a fun one too. So, well, he plays
Wimbledon
2 or something because he follows the other 2. But yeah, so those are your kind of top guys going into Wimbledon. And these always last couple weeks. Just, there's so much going on right now, but there's something if you're up early in the morning, you want something to watch, throw on some tennis.
Yeah, and the final is going to be on July 12th, so it's going to be going for a little while yet. So we got plenty of
time to watch it for sure. Another thing I just want to talk about just a little bit is just touching on a little bit of baseball. Again, I know we went over it last week, and there's not a whole lot that's been changing, but we are kind of barreling towards the All-Star break, and halfway through the season, which is crazy to say already. We're already pretty much into July, and All-Star break coming right up. I guess do you want to go over standings? No, we just went over the standings.
Yeah, we went over it last time.
Yeah. Just a few, maybe talk about some teams we like. How about we do this? How else? Some teams we like in the second half, and maybe a couple teams we don't like, even though that might be good or bad. So I'll just give you a team I really like in the second half, guys. This Phillies team, what they have done to rebound after a absolutely horrible start and starting to play really, really well. They're back to 9 games above 500, which is crazy. They have the guy with the most homers in baseball in Kyle Schwarber. He just hit his 30th. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. And even guys like Brandon Marsh playing super, super well. This is a team that, early on everybody was down on, and then they made that manager switch, and they have looked absolutely incredible so far. Ben, is there any teams you're a little bit higher on, a little bit lower on, maybe for the second half of the season that you can maybe see, just turn things around a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm excited for the Rays because they've been hot and they've shown streaks, but then they kind of slid a little bit. So obviously, they've got guys that are going to be involved in the All-Star break. We can get some more energy, some more momentum going in after the All-Star break.
1-5 straight?
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. Obviously, the Cubs have made a big push recently. As much as you hate it, I think the Cubs will be looking to improve as the All-Star break continues to come closer. Obviously not a lot of teams that I would know very deeply about what they're doing or what their plans are. But remind me, is there a trade deadline for the MLB?
Yes, I believe it's 2 weeks after the All-Star break usually.
Okay.
Either a couple weeks or a month. I always forget exactly.
Caminero threw on blast.
Caminero just threw on blast.
Yep.
Mentioning him real quick, he is the first one to accept to go into the home run derby. We just learned that today. Junior Caminero is the first participant in the T-Mobile home run derby, which will be really exciting. He put a show last year. Didn't quite win it, but had a very, very good showing.
Definitely. Currently 6th in the league in home runs.
Do you want to hear my first hot take of the day?
Sure.
Cam Nero will win MVP.
No,
AL MVP.
no
Oh
chance.
my days.
No chance.
Let's be careful.
No
Before you
chance.
speak out that fast. Who's winning the AL MVP?
Ben Rice.
That's right, folks. I'm winning
Listeners,
the MVP.
please comment if you know who Ben Rice is, because usually it's a person that people know wins the MVP.
Oh, I was just talking about to this Daryl. It's literally a popularity contest. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Junior Caminero started the year pretty slow. He's hitting 295 right now. Just hit his 19th home run. I really like his shot. Right now, 25-1 odds.
Caminero
Jump
has
on it.
22
I
home
believe.
runs.
Huh?
22 home
22 home runs, even better. I believe he's the 6th in the MVP favorites right now.
And
Number
don't
one.
forget
No, he's
Yandy
fifth.
Diaz hitting 3.
Jordan is your favorite right now for the Astros. And the Astros would be my team that I think will rebound in the second half. They are 40.
You think so?
They are 42-45. They were about 7 or 8 games under 500 about 2 weeks ago, and they were talking about selling all their players. They're too good. They're too good. They got Jordan. They got a great pitching staff still. They've got what's the guy that won the Pena? Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
They got too many
He's hurt
pieces
right
to be
now,
bad,
but,
and
yeah.
in the AL that's not good. That's about what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna make a move. I think they're gonna make a push, and be right up at the top of their division in a couple weeks.
Fair enough. Do you still have Cameron's stats pulled up?
I can get
But
him.
again, when you read these stats, Caminero started pretty poorly.
Oh, Valade home run.
The last
Back to back?
the
Nice.
last 3 or 4 weeks, he's really gotten on it. But go ahead.
Over the last 7 days, Junior Caminero is the best player in MLB. Sorry, go
Fair
ahead.
enough. How many bombs does he have?
He has 22.
Oh, dang,
Ben Rice has 23.
Yeah. You're right. You're
How many,
right.
how many like RBRs? What's his WAR? I mean,
But
that's
okay, but
all
I'm not
jazz.
saying Ben. The AL is so wide open right now for MVP. It could be any of these guys.
That's true.
And with Judge out, you could see him have an uptick. So I think Caminero right
Not as
now.
bad as we're taking that as I thought it was originally, and now looking at the numbers.
tied in OPS. Caminero has better average. On base, Caminero
Nick
is better.
Kurtz is your second favorite. Love
Ben
to
Where's
see
Ben
that.
Rice at?
Ben Rice does have
He's
more
right above
runs.
Caminero.
Okay.
Fourth
runs.
behind Bobby Witt.
That'd be interesting to see. We'll see.
I think Buxton's gonna go to the Rays or Stros.
It'd be good. Another team
I
I have a
love that.
little bit higher on, which it could be really fun on the deadline, is Washington Nationals. Their offense, like I talked about last time, is so good. I think if they add two or three arms at the deadline, they could be really, really scary. Maybe get somebody in the back end of the bullpen. Maybe Chapman goes there. Maybe get a starter from somewhere. Maybe Chase Burns is available now. The Reds are really struggling. I think if the Nationals get just even two really good pitchers, they could be very, very scary in the second half.
You know why I want Buxton to go to the Rays?
Why's that?
Because I would never have to see Taylor Wall's face again.
Buxton?
Yeah.
Buxton's an outfielder.
He's not short?
No. Byron Buxton?
Didn't he play short?
No, he's an outfielder. Who are you thinking of?
Who's the twin shortstop?
I don't even know what the twin shortstop is. This is not Byron Buxton.
Well, still,
Bro, no, you're God.
I still wouldn't. You still
find a way to get Walls off.
You know who might actually do good in the second half of the season? Not many people are watching them. The Dodgers might be pretty good. They have a pretty good record now.
Why would you say that? Don't mention
I mean, they just have a pretty
Is
good record.
Shohei the greatest baseball player of all time?
Yes.
No.
Who's better than Shohei
that.
Ohtani?
Do you think
buddy.
you could get Francisco Lindor with the Mets really struggling?
The Met.
I don't think they'll get rid of him.
I don't think
but-
they're gonna get rid of him. He's so good for culture.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're.
Mets just fired their manager, by the way.
They did get rid of Alonso though,
Yeah, it's true.
and they were pretty loyal with him. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to see. My big fish was Jordan, but now that the Astros are in, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. So I think we could get like a Buxton. We could get like a what's that guy's name that plays for the?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
Paul
I'll
Skeens would
think
be
of
cool.
it. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take
I
Skeens.
talking about Paul Skeens. Team maybe a little bit lower on right now is the Pirates.
Yeah.
Their offense was so good early on. Their pitching was very good. Which I still think they have good pitching, but that offense has kind of evened out. Brandon Ashcraft has been doing really well early on. He has struggled the last couple starts, and their offense is just not keeping up anymore. I could see them take a little bit of a tumble in the second half of this season.
Yep.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on? Do you think the White Sox will stay there? I think this White Sox team, guys.
You never know. They're up 9-1 right now on the
They're good.
Orioles.
Go for it. Why not?
Just weird. All right, I see how baseball talk. Yeah, just kind of touch in here before the All-Star break. With our number 2 thing, there's just a little bit of basketball talk. You know, Ben loves to talk about basketball. A few trades, probably get into the draft pretty deeply. Yeah, Ben, what do you got for me?
Let's start from when we last left off. Tuesday of... Wait, no, where am I looking? Oh, that's so stupid. Let me start over. Can I please just have a list of the NBA trades? Holy cow.
Maybe you should have prepared for this, Ben.
Well, you know what? That's fine. I go to my trusty Real Sports app. Never let me down.
The NBA Cup championship will be held in Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Yeah, talk about that.
I was telling Andrew about that. I think that's going to be really cool. So, obviously, for the folks that don't know, the NBA Cup is a mid-season tournament.
Well, first of all, go ahead. You're going to say it.
It's a mid-season tournament, and for a long time, it's been kind of looked down upon because it was supposed to be like a hype-up for the NBA, get people, the fans back into it. And then it was kind of just like a big money grab. The championship was in Vegas. It was just not a lot of fun. It wasn't really as what people thought it was. So now they're trying to get it down to they see how well the college environment does, and I think they're trying to embrace that a little bit, bring it to a small place like Butler College, their field house, their arena in Indiana. So I think that's a really cool idea. Get more local fans into it. Maybe they, pack it with actual passionate fans, make it a cool environment. I think it'll be really cool to watch. That's just me.
Yeah, they're doing their best with this sham of a tournament.
Whoa. Tell us how you really
Absolute sham.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that in the middle of the season.
Also, shout out Uncle Andrew saying that college baseball is better than in March Madness.
What a reason.
Did he actually say that?
He said the college tournament is better than March Madness.
That is ludicrous, and I'm a baseball fan.
Yeah. I was interested to see what you would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible.
He's saying the opening weekend is better than the opening weekend of March Madness.
He's saying the opening, like, is he talking the actual College World Series or the
first?
Like the very first round?
Yeah.
Oh, my word. I'll put it this way. If, with the World Cup being on this year, I watched that more than the College World Series, which I love the College World Series, and the college playoffs. That would never happen with basketball, even though I'm more of a college baseball fan than a college basketball fan.
Thank you. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Andrew and his co-host Derek are just completely blinded by the fact that their team has more success in college baseball than basketball.
So that's what
obviously they're not going to watch March Madness because their team has nothing to do with it and they haven't touched it since 20.
Yeah, because Penn State would be really good at baseball. I'd watch every game.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
A $20 bill looks really good to someone who's broke.
Nice.
That's so mean, but I love it. What is a lot? Andrew, name me the best NBA player that came from Florida State.
Jameis Winston. I don't know.
Jonathan Isaac.
No, probably not. There is a couple of them out there.
What's his name? 4th overall pick. Scotty Barnes.
Yes, Scotty's the first one I thought of.
And his new teammate.
So, Malik Beasley. That's funny.
All right, draft.
Yes.
Draft.
Or
trades, whatever you want.
Let's start with the draft. Why not? Start with the draft. That happened first.
Busy time.
So
I'm excited about the NBA season next year.
I am too, and there's a good reason for
Weird
that.
for me to say.
As we went over last time, the top 4 picks were Wizards, Jazz, Memphis, and the Bulls, and that went about how we thought. AJ DeBonsta, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, and Caleb Wilson. No surprise there. I think that's all pretty good and well. I'm really excited to see what AJ can do along with Trae Young, because Trae Young just signed a massive contract with the Wizards. We thought maybe he was going to leave because he entered free agency, or he declined his player option, but then they re-signed him, so it'll be interesting to watch. I like Cameron Boozer. Obviously, as we'll talk about later, they've traded John Morant now, so I'm really curious who they build around, if they're looking for another veteran to come in, or they're just in full rebuild mode at this point. They have traded away their whole big 3. Darren Peterson in Utah, I'm sorry, he's going to have to find a better place soon because nothing good happens in Utah. Chicago, Caleb Wilson, he made the bold statement during the draft that he's going to be the best player that organization has seen. For the kids at home, Got some big shoes to fill.
Some players that look like busts. You can just kind of look at them.
Who are you looking at?
Caleb Wilson.
Oh, wow, that's bold. I was looking at Darren Peterson.
I think the Jazz are going to be good. I think they're a playing team next year.
That's true. They did make a couple big moves.
They could be a 7 or 8.
But nothing more.
That goes along with my hot take later.
Ooh, love that. Anyway, moving on to the 5th pick. The Clippers obviously stole that from Indiana. They picked Keaton Wagler, the freshman from Illinois. Really cool story. He was a very, very low recruit, 3-star out of high school, and now he's the 5th pick as a freshman. Love that for him. Obviously, he dropped 45 points in one of those late season games. Clippers, as we'll talk about later, kind of in a rebuild mode. I'm really confused with what they're doing. But having Keaton, he'll be able to score some points.
Tyrese Halliburton type.
Yeah, definitely. I like watching him play. He'll be good. 6th pick of the draft, Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets have historically horrible drafts, but I think they have a good one here. Michael Brown Jr. from Louisville. He wasn't super big during the season because Louisville wasn't amazing, and then they didn't have a very good March Madness, because he was injured. But I think he'll be a good fit for the Nets. They just need someone to handle the ball, score a couple points, along with Igor Demon. 7th pick, that's where we saw Darius Acuff Jr. go to the Kings. Once again, man, get your money and get out of there because Sacramento has not been doing well for the last very long time. Talk about Tyrese Halliburton. He did the same thing. A couple years in Sacramento, and he got traded to the Pacers. I could see something like that happening again. I hope he does well. And then the 8th pick, Kingston Flemings, obviously the standout guard from Houston. He'll be very good on that Hawks team, scrappy, defensive-minded. You love that pick for the Hawks. He fits their mold very well, obviously, from Houston. And then the 9th pick, obviously, this is a little suspicious. The Dallas Mavericks chose Morez Johnson Jr., arguably the 3rd best player from that Michigan draft class, but he went first. That's just my opinion. You could look at it either way, but obviously Dusty May definitely has something to do with that coaching for the Mavericks now. I'm not really sure how that one's going to work out. They're a young core. They'll be fine. I think Kyrie Irving is going to be a big deal next year for them. 10th pick, the Bucks. Obviously, the Milwaukee Bucks have a lot to make up on, obviously, without Giannis Antetokounmpo now. They picked Braden Burries from Arizona. I think that's a pretty good pick. He was burying shots. see what I did there?
I did.
Okay. I think he'll be pretty good for them. I'm curious. Like I said, I'm just curious what they do moving on from this position. They'll be interesting to watch, that's for sure. 11th pick. I love this pick for the Warriors. Yaxel Lendenberg, a veteran from college, senior, 24 years old, one of the oldest players in the draft, if not the oldest. And on a Warriors team that just needs to give Curry some help, I think he'll be doing exactly that if he doesn't get traded for Anthony Davis or someone else. I love that pick. They need depth in the forward position, especially without Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody, and now that they've officially lost Anthony Felton as well. So that'll be interesting. Are you moving your mic? Are you bumping your mic?
No, okay.
So Yaxel on the Warriors, love that. 12th pick. The Thunder have another first-round pick. They take the Wemby stopper. I think a lot of us saw this coming. Ade Mara from Michigan, that 7'3", whatever guy. He has like a 9'8" standing reach. Obviously, they're drafting for matchups, which, why not? You have 18 draft picks in the next 2 years.
Who are they trading Chet to?
Who?
Who are they trading Chet to?
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Chet shaking in his boots.
I think he has a very large contract that is going to be very hard to trade him. I think that.
Yeah.
I think his contract is way too big. But Ademara obviously drafted to stop Victor Wembanyama.
For sure.
So that'll be. It's very funny. It's very petty, but you love it for them.
Yeah.
13th pick. The Bucks have another first-round draft pick. Obviously, this one's from the Heat. They pick Nate Ament from Tennessee. I don't know. This gives me. I don't think his game is going to translate very well to the NBA. I'll be very curious to see if it does, because he obviously played center in college, but now he's an undersized forward, so I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see. I hope he can play well, but when you think of kind of shooting for the stars, this kind of seems like that situation. 14th pick was the Hornets. They take, I don't know how to say his first name, Hans. I think it's probably just Hans. Steinbach from Washington. Don't know much about this guy. I know he's really big, so that's good. They need some more depth at the center position. They have way too many guards, so that'll be good. 15th pick, Dalen Swain to the Bulls. Another one, just a good fit to play alongside the young core. The Bulls need a lot, honestly. They have some depth at the center and guard position, but just giving some more scoring. 16th pick, I love this one again. The OKC Thunder kind of traded back and up and forward and all around. A lot of weird trades in the first round, but they end up landing Bennett Stritz from Iowa. Obviously, that iconic March Madness run, knocking off my Gators. But I love this guy. He's fun to watch. He's very efficient, very ethical hoops kind of guy. Great shooter, so that's going to be great for them. Then
White.
Anything else you want to say?
No kidding, it's from Iowa.
17th pick, the Pistons take Ibuka Okori from Stanford. This guy is a certified bucket getter. I really like this pick. They definitely need some offensive, effort in the playoffs, and you can see that. So this is a great pick for them. I love this guy. Talk about funny-looking guys. 18th pick, the Hornets have another pick in the first round. They take Christian Anderson from Texas Tech. He played a key role in their season. Didn't play much in March Madness. I think he was injured, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he was the other one. But like I said, obviously after trading LaMelo, that's a good pick, but we didn't know at the time. 19th pick, the Raptors take Allen Graves from SCU. Is that South Carolina? SCU.
I don't know.
SCU?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's South Carolina. It says South Carolina, just SC.
Yeah. What is SCU? Where's that Spain? I don't know.
Spicy chicken.
Ooh.
Best Chicken University.
Allen Graves. Why can I not think of who that is? I'm mistaken. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Raptors don't need any forwards because we know why. 20th pick. The Spurs have another pick. They take Jaden Quintons. Love this one. Kentucky. Big body. He'll help Wembanyama out on the front court. So I like that pick. Wembanyama needs some help. Especially, I don't think they're going to re-sign Cornette. So I think they definitely need some.
No.
Cornette. 21st pick, the Grizzlies have another first-round pick, Kareem Lopez from Mexico, the first Mexican player to be drafted in the first round. So that's cool.
Impressive.
He's got that dog in him. He's got the heart. He wants to play basketball. He was crying. You love seeing guys cry at the draft nowadays because
A lot of that, the PG draft
it means they
league.
won it. Yes. Yeah.
Andrew was bawling.
I cried when I got drafted as well.
Wrong reason.
Jose.
22nd. I'm just kidding.
Really
Like,
good.
I very much enjoyed playing. 26th pick, LeBaron Filan. So LeBaron Filan was projected lottery pick, maybe even top 5, top 10. He dropped to 22, and I don't know why yet. I don't know if it's character. I don't know if it's his play style.
Alabama.
Maybe it's I really don't know, but I think he's going to fit very well in this 76ers team. This very much gives Tyrese Maxey when he was drafted late in the first round as well. They might have just got another steal. But it's going to be interesting to see how they pair him with Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, etc. But I think he'll be able to get some buckets. Yeah. They're going to have a great offense next year. And then 23rd pick to the Hawks, Zuby Ejiofor from St. John's. Another big dog to go on that Hawks team. Love that fit for them. They've now picked 2 gruely defending guys that can also score. So that's, they're building a squad. Mm-hmm. And also the Hawks are not going to be re-signing Kuminga. So that might be a role to fill for those 2 guys as well. 24th pick, the Lakers have a pick. They pick Cameron Carr from Baylor. Another pure scorer. Love that guy. Also can play defense. So that's good. They need some scoring alongside Reeves and Doncic. 25th pick, Sergio Delaria, I believe, from Spain. This is the Spain draft pick. Not much to say here. Knicks don't really need anything because they just won a championship, but this would definitely add to the depth alongside Cat, Anunoby, etc. Meow. 26th pick, the Spurs have another draft pick, and they take Terrace Reed Jr. from UConn. Obviously, he had some crazy games in the tournament, so love that for them. Again, adding more depth for Wembanyama to help him out. Yeah. That's going to be huge. That'll be the Cornette replacement. Rest in peace, Cornette. 27th pick, Chris Sennick Jr. from Houston. Not much to say there. Celtics just adding more and more depth. 28th pick, Joshua Jefferson from Iowa State. This one's interesting. Like I said, Brooklyn Nets, not always the best drafters, but I think he'll be a great player for them. The Nets just are like the kings of taking the best player on the board,
Yeah.
and they never take someone that fits their team. Like they just draft the best player, hoping it works. And
Hoping it works
never
out.
does. 29th pick, the Kings select Alex Caravan from UConn. Familiar name, obviously. He tried to get a final championship for UConn. It didn't work out. Now he's going to be on the Kings and never sniff the playoffs again. 30th pick, last pick of the first round, the Mavs take Koa Pete, all-star freshman from Arizona. I like that for them. Pair him with Cooper Flagg. That could be a dynamic back or front court. For the round or second round, not much I want to mention out. TKR from Purdue went to the Timberwolves. That should be Summer League MVP, but nothing else. There was a player, I forget his name, who was drafted, and then he later came out with a statement saying that he will continue his college year next year and then automatically be enrolled onto the team that he was drafted to. Mm-hmm. It's very strange. So basically the team that drafted him, I think it's the Clippers, is going to have the rights to him after next year's March Madness, but he's still going to finish his college career next year.
Why not?
Interesting.
I don't understand how it works, but whatever. All power to you. Beyond that, let's see. Hawks get Henry Visar from UNC, their center. I like that pick. They definitely need some depth at the center position. USF guy got drafted 51st to the Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his first name. Isaiah? Is it just Isaiah?
Isaiah Nelson.
Isaiah
He
spelled
won't be doing much in the
IZ.
NBA, folks.
He'll be fine.
Count
He'll be
that.
fine. I think they need some
A 6'9" guy that can only rebound?
perfect for the Magic.
You can find something
Might be
to
tough.
do there.
Anything else? Tyler Nickel from Vanderbilt. He went to the Knicks. Love that pick. He'll fit very well with them.
It was the rise of America again, folks.
Pardon?
We actually can field our own players. We don't have to go to France every year to get players. It was good to see.
There was one France player drafted this year, but late in the second round. Oh my days, he just hit his mic. Stop.
Can you stop?
Jacoby
No.
Gillespie, Otegi Owa, Dylan Mitchell. The Spurs drafted Braden Smith. That was funny.
Nice.
He probably won't play at all.
Into Wemby all day long.
What? Oh, I meant the Pacers. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Bruce Thornton, Ohio State legend. He got drafted the last pick of the second round, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, really quickly. I'm sorry, that went longer than I wanted to. We need to talk about some trades.
Yes, we do.
We need to. I still can't pull it up, though. I don't know why the ESPN does not have just a list of trades that happened.
There's only like one or two that actually matter.
Yeah, let's talk about those.
Ja Morant went to the Trailblazers.
All right, since we last left off, we talked about Giannis, right?
Giannis.
Is that the only one we talked about?
Yes.
All right.
Ja Morant went to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just go.
It'll be an interesting match with Denny Advia. Do you see the new nickname they came up with?
Oh my days, no.
Ja Jerusalem. What a great poll. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for Ja. Well, Portland, maybe not in Portland, but
Weed is legal.
yeah. To get out of the spotlight and like go and reinvent himself, I feel like he'd come back and be a pretty decent player. Trailblazers are interesting to me. They have Klingon, they got Robert Williams, got some bigs, they got some defense, and then a true scorer in Advia, and then Ja Morant. I don't know where his role. I feel like he needs to be more of a playmaker. Well, Advia is too.
I don't know, Bill.
And he can't shoot that.
One of them's gonna be traded because they have Damian Lillard, obviously.
That's right.
They have
do
have like
Damian
4
Lillard.
point guards. So
Which, yeah, Dame's gonna stay there, right?
Dame's gonna be good. Yeah, he's gonna finish his career there. Someone's getting traded. I have a hard time believing they'd trade John Morant just to trade him again, but you never know. They had traded Chris Murray and Jeremy Grant, as well as a couple other picks. Not a very big package for John Morant, but obviously, like we said, what role does John Morant play on that team? Very confused, but Grizzlies obviously.
And then the big kahuna.
Well,
There wasn't that many trades.
did we talk about LaMelo Ball?
Oh, that's right.
That was a pretty big one.
LaMelo.
LaMelo Ball is traded. Obviously, the Hornets coming off of one of their best years since like the Chris Paul era. They trade their cornerstone.
Yeah.
I
Con
don't
Knipple.
I don't know.
All the way.
I don't know if this is a good move or bad move. But they trade LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Timberwolves for Nas Reed and several picks.
Nas.
Man, you hate to see it for the Timberwolves. They loved Naz Reid, and I think he was just going to be a starter next year. He was improving so much. Boom, traded. But LaMelo and Ant, Ant-Man and Wasp.
Could be fun.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Could be fun.
Horrible PR nightmare, but
yeah.
I think that'll be really fun to watch. Minnesota, if you're listening.
Yeah, for some reason this one seems like it could be good.
Yeah, I'm so excited to watch them next year. I'll be watching
with Dante and
DiVincenzo probably won't be back for a little while yet.
And then today.
Oh my goodness. Well, also really quickly, Miles Bridges from the Hornets
No one cares about Miles Bridges.
But Miles Bridges was another huge helper. He was actually the number 3 scorer for the Hornets in history. He was traded to the Suns.
That's embarrassing.
Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal. So Hornets are just building a team full of like
washed up
players.
No, yeah, role players.
Actually, I watched the video. They have the best team 3-point percentage by far. Grayson Allen's like 47%. Brandon Miller's like 42%. Knipple obviously is like 44%. They together made like 1,000 threes on their starting.
Yeah, they'll be.
They're just gonna shoot threes.
Also, they got rid of LaMelo, so you never know.
And then today,
oh my days,
finally get
a
there.
bomb. Go ahead, dude.
Kawhi is returning to the North.
Crazy.
Toronto. He has the opportunity to do something pretty funny.
What's that?
If he wins the championship this year, that'd be pretty cool. And then he obviously has to leave again next year. But yeah, Brandon Ingram and Grady, Big D, go to the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi and Scotty, don't want to see that coming down to set up your offense.
Who's going to score on them?
It's a tough.
I'll tell you who's going to score on them: LaMelo and Ant.
No,
this is going to be so much fun.
Who's their what would their starting lineup be? They got Barnes, Kawhi.
Hopefully Van Vliet is, or no, he's on there. What am I saying? Who's their point guard?
I don't know who their point guard is.
Pause.
Because they didn't really. They had maybe Ingram bringing it up.
So RJ Barrett coming off the bench.
Okay, RJ,
small forward, I believe.
I feel like they're gonna make a move, another move.
Probably. They got Murray Boyles at the forward. They have
rookie.
Quickly. Yeah, really, they do.
They need to make some moves to fill out that roster. But yeah, Kawhi back in Toronto seems like a.
They have Elijah Martin. They'll be fine.
The Clippers should have done this 4 years ago. They're a mess. They finally get rid of Kawhi, start over. Yeah, Clippers are.
They'll be in the trenches for a little while with Brandon Ingram leading their team.
Unfortunately, the report about Kawhi was overshadowed today. The King.
Yeah,
looking for a new throne.
This is so interesting. So yesterday, the Warriors announced that they weren't going to be re-signing, or Draymond Green declined his player option to become a free agent to clear the way for another star. And then subsequently today, LeBron James declined his player option and informed the Lakers that he is now becoming a free agent. He will not be returning to LA. So what does that mean to you, Andrew?
Yeah, are we gonna get a Curry LeBron?
I think that's the only option. I think there's two options and both involve playing with Curry. Can I explain?
Yes. Oh my days, what's this mean? What's going on?
So I think LeBron wants to play with Curry. I was thinking about places he could go. He could go to the Heat with Giannis, and I just think at his age and his mentality, he's like, do I really want to go play with a young player that I have to like? Just like Doncic, kind of like lead the team while also backing off and giving the reins to Giannis. I think Steph is one of the few players that he could go, and they're just like, they're thinking the same thing because they're super high IQ, and he doesn't have to lead them mentally, but then back off. Like they're both at the same level, and obviously Steph is the best shooter still in the NBA. So I think he's gonna play with Steph Curry. The only thing I would say is that another team could trade for Steph to lure him there, like a Cavaliers that could trade for Steph and then they could give Mitchell, they could give Mobley, all to the Warriors. Warriors start fresh. Steph goes to the Cavs with LeBron won last year.
That would be crazy on the Cavs.
That is a long shot.
That is it. That's my NBA hot take. I had MLB, NBA, so there you go. Another option I also thought of, The only problem is he wasn't on the summer trip with LeBron, so I feel like there's a little disconnect. Kyrie, I don't think he's going to stay with the Mavericks. I think Kyrie could be traded to the Cavs. And then there's
lots of options for the King.
There is a lot of options.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot.
LeBron's agent has reported that LeBron told his agent, obviously we all know Rich Paul, he told his agent, I don't want to hear anything. You go talk to every team in the NBA and report to me, and I'll decide from those options.
We know Rich Paul, though. He's full of baloney and never says anything truthful. But, yes.
I believe, though. He just wants to see what's out there.
Okay, yeah. Andrew, as a rabid NBA fan.
Yes, just love it. Love it.
Where do you want to see LeBron next year? The whole NBA is open to you.
I want to see him play with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know that. I mean, I think Golden State.
I think Steve Kerr.
I think Golden State is
a big
I don't
thing
think
for
Curry
LeBron
is
too.
ever going to leave.
No, I think that's the thing. I think LeBron has moved around enough that going to Golden State is a big thing. For Curry to play with another team, it just feels off. Feels weird. I think for sure with the Draymond Green thing, I think LeBron's going to LA.
You would think.
He also can stay
Golden
in
State.
Golden State. You can stay in California.
They did just re-sign Tingus Pingus, which does make them into the next tax bracket or whatever. So that is a little concerning. But they could also just sign him for the veteran minimum, and then pay him under the table like they did to Kawhi Leonard.
Yes. So. I think Curry and LeBron, which I would love to see.
And LeBron has said that he would love to play with Steph Curry, and Curry has said
it's the two best players of our generation.
Everyone wants to see it.
The only thing that makes me think he's going to go to the Cavs or the Heat is the East.
That's fair.
It's so much easier. And he wants to go back to the finals. The West is so hard right now.
Yeah, but I think Curry and LeBron could do it.
Oh, man.
But now he'd have to play Kawhi if he goes to the Cavs, though.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do that.
That's true.
Curry and LeBron versus all those Spurs guards. They'll just run around. And I just don't know, man.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't matter. And smaller signings today happened as well, but yeah.
What are you going to say after
that? There's 3 times where NBA fans... If you're not an NBA fan, you remember it was when LeBron went to the Heat, LeBron back to the Cavs, LeBron to the Lakers. So this is a top 4 experience.
And Kevin Durant to the Warriors.
Yeah. I think we remember where we were wherever LeBron goes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Champagny did re-sign today. That's a big one because cool thing. Spurs declined his player option for minimum and then re-signed him to a bigger contract. That's cool. And then CJ McCollum did re-sign with the Hawks. So obviously they're going with CJ McCollum. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited to see. Like JJ said, the NBA offseason is either annoying and boring or the craziest thing you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Last year we had Doncic, and now you have, or it wasn't even last year. That was during the season. Last year was Kevin Durant to the Rockets, all this stuff, and this year LeBron.
What's happening to Bronny?
I don't think anybody cares.
G League, Elite.
What's happening?
What's happening to Thanasis and Antetokounmpo? He's out the league.
No, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Good stuff going on there, man.
Great stuff in the NBA, guys.
Take us home.
Take us to the number one thing.
World Cup.
Guys, the World Cup. It's here. It's been so good. We're into the knockout stage. We'll back up a little bit, go to last Tuesday, the couple games that we're not able to talk about Tuesday, and then Ben, I'll turn it over to you for Wednesday if you want to take Wednesday right away.
Let's do it.
So we talked about Portugal winning 5-0. We talked about England, Ghana drawing at 0-0. Later in the night, Croatia beat Panama 1-0, giving them their first win of the tournament and pushing them on. And Colombia beat Congo Dominican Republic to get them to 2-0. That takes us to Wednesday. Ben sipping some water because he's been talking a lot.
Wednesday brought us the first day of 6 games on the day. So that was fun. So much drama. I wish they would have spaced it out a little bit more, but instead they went 2 games per time slot. It's all right. Can't complain. Switzerland versus Canada was one of the first games. Switzerland went up early 2-0. Canada did score late in the game, but obviously Canada had already secured their top spot. They didn't really need to win. So Switzerland ends up winning 2-1. And then Switzerland did get a favorable matchup, being first in that Group B, but nonetheless, not super important game there. Mm-hmm. Next game of the day, Bosnia versus Qatar. Bosnia did have I believe at this point they had a pretty good spot. Qatar,
I believe they lost one, drew one, so they needed to win to move on.
Okay, gotcha. That's right. Yeah, Qatar and Bosnia were fighting for that spot, I believe. Bosnia took an early 2-0 lead in the 34th minute, and then in the 42nd minute, Qatar did make it close at 2-1, and then no scores down until the 80th minute, and then Bosnia put it away to go up 3-1 with a 14-yard corner kick goal by Mamic. Your Mamic. Jimmy's Mamic. So Bosnia does move on. Unfortunately, I believe they had to play... there's so many teams. They did not have a very favorable matchup in the playoffs, I believe.
Yeah, you know who to play, right?
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Leave it.
Yeah, they do not have a very favorable matchup, but they're a fun team. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Then in that next, I believe the 5 p.m. slot, I believe it was, Morocco plays Haiti. Poor Haiti, they're already eliminated, and they play Morocco. Morocco, as we've said before, kind of one of them sneaky teams. They end up winning 4-2. So I'm sure they were probably resting several of their players, but still 4-2. And then the other game in that 5 p.m. slot, Brazil versus Scotland. I think both of these teams were locked as well, right? Scotland, or maybe Scotland was fighting.
Needed a win.
Scotland did need to win, yeah.
But
they played Brazil, and that didn't matter. Brazil scored in the 7th minute, and then extras first half, and then they scored again in the 60th minute to go 3-0. Pretty much pure domination by Brazil this game. Not necessarily. I guess they had pretty even split possession, but as far as the final outcome. And then in that late slot, Mexico versus Czechia. Mexico dominated on their home turf, so that was good to see. Mexico secures a very favorable spot in the tournament. And then South Africa versus Korea.
Winner would move on in this case.
Winner moves on. Winner takes second place, and then grueling game for the first 60-plus minutes, and then in the 63rd minute, South Africa does score Maseko. The game-winning 16-yard goal. So then South Africa does advance, and they will now play, or they played Canada, which we'll discuss.
Yeah, that was a big stunner too, because South Korea, I think we had mentioned them a little bit. That's a team we liked. They were in a tough group, but we thought they could beat South Africa. South Africa pulling that out was their first ever advancement into the knockout stage, which was really cool to see. JJ, you'll take Thursday.
Gonna be totally honest with you, after America clinched their spot, I kind of zoned out. I caught on Friday Norway, France. Obviously, I tuned in, but then kind of turned it off because they were resting all their players. Well, Norway was at least. And then I caught Senegal. I'm on Friday still, but Senegal was pounding Iraq, and that put them into the tournament, which was kind of cool. But otherwise, I didn't really care. Turkey beat the USA 3-2. The USA was resting a lot of players. They did get minutes for Pulisic, which was really good to see. And he looked really good. He had a play where he got chopped down pretty hard and got right back up, and it was the same place that he was injured, kind of got hit. So he looked great. He had scoring chances. He created chances that should have been goals, and if the starters were in, I think they would have been goals. But I don't know. If the problem is the average American fan is like me, and so they probably look at the score and what is happening? But again, this was more of you're in, just rest, get ready. Rest is super important in soccer.
This game was going to be a draw until a 98th minute goal.
Very last kick, very last minute goal.
Yeah.
I heard, who's the podcaster, the college football guy?
Flat?
No, the younger guy, bald dude. I can't think of his name right now.
Alabama quarterback.
Josh Pate. Josh Pate was talking about it and explained it this way, which I agree with it, is Turkey was the one team we're supposed to have trouble with in this group, and we played with all our backups. It's like a Week 17 game of football. We played with all our backups. It doesn't concern. We had our backup goalie in. We had turnaround. Pulisic played. The only reason Pulisic played is because he was hurt. So they wanted to get him out there, see how the leg felt. Balogun didn't play at all. McKinney was one of our starters that played.
You want a fresh crew.
You want a fresh crew. We had clenched it. Yeah, you want to see them win.
I think.
But this does not concern me really whatsoever. I think, too, with our first round draw, I think we'll be fine. I think we should win that. If we don't deserve to be there anyway. So I did not mind this match. Again, we put our complete backup team in and still lost on the last kick to the team we were supposed to have trouble with.
Yeah.
It's not concerning to me at all.
I'm not concerned. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Some other.
I could go through the other game.
Let's go through the games.
I didn't watch. Ivory Coast beat Curacao. Curacao was out before this game, so they had no shot. But Ivory Coast won this one 2-0. Ecuador beat Germany. Could have been a little bit.
Germany was already moved on.
Preview. So, but yeah. Anyway, Japan and Sweden. That one was pretty fun to watch. I'm trying not to go into the World Cup, the knockout round.
Yep.
But Japan, they draw 1-1. Netherlands strong showing against Tunisia 3-1. They're going to be tough. And then Paraguay, Australia, the two other teams in our group draw at 0-0. I feel like Australia had a tough go. They were right there and never could. They had 2 draws, if I remember correctly.
No, they went 1-1-1. Both these teams went 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Because they both lost to the USA. Both had 1 draw. Both won. Both beat Turkey.
Yeah. And they got.
But both teams moved on. We'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
But that takes us to Friday, one of the most anticipated games of the entire tournament, and it was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
France dominates Norway 4-1. This kind of goes along to what we've been saying about Norway. They do score a lot of goals. They also give up a lot of goals. They have Erling Haaland. They have very good offense. But
They
have leaks. They have leaks in there. Did they have subs in this one?
Yeah,
they had a lot of subs in. But
that I think that was the story though, because the announcers were even like, France were playing all their guys, and Norway just sat everybody.
Yeah, that was interesting because this was to win the group.
It was kind of like, why?
Yeah, Norway didn't care. They said after, we didn't really want to win the group. We just wanted to, rest some of our guys. Yeah. So you would have loved to see a healthy matchup between the two.
The only reason I defend it is because we've seen them without Haaland, and they need him so bad. So yeah. I agree with that.
It goes through that. Just really cool though. Nice. Dembele did have a hat trick, scored in the 7th, 20th, and 32nd minute. A guy that I believe that was his first ever. The first goal in the 7th minute, I think it was his first ever World Cup goal, which was crazy because Dembele is a very good player for France. But they had Olivier Giroud the last couple of years who kind of played his position, who's very good. And now to see Dembele get his spot is really cool to see. Senegal absolutely destroys Iraq 5-0, and this actually got Senegal through, I believe. We'll kind of talk about that later. But yeah, absolute domination. They needed it. They needed to beat Iraq. They needed to beat Iraq big to move on, and they did just that. Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, 2 teams that were not going to move on, drew at 0-0. Moving on with that one. Spain beats Uruguay 1-0. They scored in the 42nd minute, and that's all she wrote. Uruguay, stunning. I thought they would put up a little better fight in this tournament, only getting the 2 points and not able to move on. But Spain goes 2-1 and is able to move on. Egypt, Iran, they draw. Not much to say there. And then Belgium needed a win badly against New Zealand, and they get it with a big win, 5-1. They score early on in the 28th minute, and they went up 3-0. New Zealand got one in the 84th, but then in the 86th, Belgium adds one and then adds one in extra time to win this game 5-1. And this is the Belgium team that we thought we would see in this tournament. They looked a lot better, which again, it's the worst team they face, but it's good to see Belgium there. I like Belgium. I like watching them and for them to move on.
We know they can do it at least. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Saturday brought us another 6-pack. A lot of these games didn't really mean much, but we did have some entertaining games to say the least. England beat Panama 2-0. Obviously, Panama not doing anything. 0-3 on the week or on the World Cup. So England will be moving on in 2 second-half goals. Croatia versus Ghana. Croatia did end up winning this one 2-1 thanks to a late 83rd minute goal. Not much to say there. Croatia ends up finishing second in the group. Ghana finishes third, 1-1-1. And then, obviously, one of the most anticipated games of the weekend, Portugal versus Colombia. Huge game for the one of my coworkers who was a huge fan. He is a huge fan of Colombia. He's from Colombia. So he went down to Miami to the watch party. Obviously, this one being in Miami, tons of fans there. So, cool environment. Unfortunately, the game did not deliver as they wanted. It was a good game. It just ended 0-0, so not too exciting. But this one was I believe this was for first place, right? Yeah. No.
Second place.
This would
think.
Well, if one of the teams won, they would have had first place. But then Colombia ends up with the first place in the group
You're right.
with
Yep.
2 wins, 1 loss. I'm sorry, if Portugal won, they would have won to first place. But nonetheless, both teams will be moving on. Ronaldo still not doing fantastic, but that's all right. He'll be fine. The next game, Congo DR beats Uzbekistan 3-1. Not much to say about that one. I don't think either team moves on. Congo is playing England, but Uzbekistan not very good. Argentina beats Jordan 3-1. I don't think many of Argentina's players played, but unfortunately Jordan just not very good. Oh, Messi did play, I guess.
Messi came in the
right,
second half and scored a late goal.
Immediately scored when he came in, yeah. So they win 3-1. Argentina did get that first place in the Group J. And then the last game of the day, our Algeria versus Austria. What a crazy game. It is true. 3-3 draw thanks to 2 extra minute goals in the last 3 minutes-ish. A 93rd minute goal from Algeria and then a 96-minute goal from Austria to tie it up. What a crazy back and forth game.
What was really crazy about this one is, I believe if one of these teams would have won, the other team would have been eliminated, and Iran would, even though they would have been tied at 3 points with Iran, Iran needed somebody to win. If somebody wins, Iran moves on, but it's a 3-3 draw. Iran's eliminated, and Austria and Algeria both move on, which is crazy because in the 93rd minute, Algeria scores, so Iran's like, dude, we're moving on. And then in 3 minutes later, the 96th, Austria scores, tied at 3. And this was a back and forth game the whole time. I believe it was tied at 2.
I don't think Algeria moves on.
It was crazy. Yeah, they both moved on.
I don't see Algeria here.
Yeah, they did.
Are you sure?
Algeria.
I'm very sure.
It's just hiding it from me. They play Switzerland.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Jordan didn't have any points. That's unfortunate.
All right, I just want to, before we move on, I want to go over, the teams that moved on because that finished up our group play. So I'm just going to run down the groups, talk about the teams that moved on and maybe some teams that were eliminated. In Group A, Mexico wins the group going 3-0 in dominating fashion. Good to see Mexico moving on. South Africa finished second. And I think what we talked about, South Korea was eliminated, which was great to see. A team we thought might go far. Group B, Switzerland wins the... Did we ever write down who we thought was going to win?
Yep.
Oh,
I think so.
did you write it down?
Oh, dude.
I don't think we wrote it down.
I should remember, though. Go up.
I know we picked Mexico. I think we picked South Korea for that one.
Yeah, I picked South Korea.
Yeah. Group B, Switzerland and Canada are your top 2 in the group. I think that's pretty much how we predicted it. And then Bosnia did finish in third, and they were able to get enough points and move on. Group C was chalk. This one was easy. Brazil, Morocco. That's how it ended up. Brazil finishes at number 1, Morocco at number 2. That's pretty much how we thought it would go. Group D, USA wins the group, as we all predicted. Australia finishes second. They were tied with Paraguay at 4 points, and both those teams also move on. Group E, Germany wins. In Group E, Cape Verde finishes in second, and Ecuador is in third. They also move on. Group F, Netherlands and Japan are your top 2 teams, as we thought could happen, and then Sweden, surprisingly, move on. They had a very, very good tournament. Group G, Belgium and Egypt move on. I think that's kind of what we predicted. Belgium finishes at the top of that group is very good to see. Group H, Spain and Cape Verde move on. Only 2 from that group. Group I was the one that I definitely thought 3 would come out of. That's definitely what happened. France finishes number 1, Norway number 2, and Senegal moves on at that number 3 spot. The Group J, we just talked about. Argentina dominates, puts up all 9 points, goes 3-0. And then Austria and Algeria tie at 4 points and move on. Group K, Colombia finishes number 1 in that group, which was the surprise. Portugal finishes at number 2, and Congo, Dominican Republic, is able to squeak in at that 3rd position and move on. And then maybe the best group we had, I think we all saw 3 teams coming out of this one. England finishes at number 1, Croatia number 2, and Ghana is able to move on at number 3, which sets up some fantastic games in knockout round. JJ, you want to talk about the one game that happened on Sunday?
I actually saw some of this one. I saw the ending of it.
Crazy.
Yeah, what a game. This start to the knockout round has been exceptional.
Absolutely.
Exceptional. South Africa playing Canada. Where was this game?
This was in...
Oh, it was in SoFi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful stadium, beautiful setting. South Africa had greater possession time, greater scoring chances the whole game. They looked like the more aggressive team. Obviously, they were seated higher in the seating. Canada just kind of hung around, played a good enough defense to keep them out. There were some chances that Canada got scared. And then extra time, it looked like almost the tides turned a bit. It looked like South Africa was content with their scores getting it to that shootout. And it looked like Canada felt like they needed to do something to not make it. So, again, the way soccer works, I compare it to hockey. It's like you're on one end, you never know what's going to happen. I forget his name, but he kind of just chips one over towards the net. Kind of a lazy, it wasn't really, it was just try to put it on the net and gets kicked out. And for some reason, the most goals I've seen this year are the ones where a defender close to the net either pops it up in the air or kicks it and gets intercepted. And that's exactly what happened. He tried to kick it out, didn't look where he was kicking, and I forget, some French guy from Canada gets the rebound, slaps it on the net. 92nd minute.
Canada wins. What a start.
What a
Why
crowd.
don't I take Monday as well?
Monday?
Wasn't much. Monday was crazy.
Monday was fantastic.
Give me a second. Let me pull it up.
Started with Brazil, Japan.
Yeah, my poor
Crazy
Japanese.
good game.
This is kind of how I thought this game would go because Japan is so good at making it dirty and kind of playing really fundamental football, and Brazil had trouble with it. And do you want to go over how this one ended? Because I didn't see it. I didn't see the ending of it.
Oh, shoot.
I saw some of the gameplay.
How it ended.
Let me.
Well, it was a last-minute goal again.
Martinelli. Yeah.
Martinelli finished it. Well, it started out with Japan actually going up 1-0 in the 29th minute. You're like, dude, this could happen. Like, They
were my pick.
They kind of controlled the first half. They looked well. And I felt like as the game went on, Brazil got stronger. Brazil got better. And that's kind of how it ended. They ended up scoring.
Yeah, it felt like Japan had to score another one in that first.
Yes.
Or close after the half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Brazil gets their first goal in the 56th minute to tie it up. I feel like at that point you felt like Brazil was going to win, even though it was still close. They dominated most of the game. Like, Japan had small chances, but never anything huge. Brazil had most of the possession, and the longer it went, the more it felt like, Brazil was going to pull this one out, and that's I know what happened.
Why don't we just go over if you watch I watched Morocco, Netherlands, but I didn't watch the next one.
Okay.
I didn't get eyes on Paraguay, Germany. I know what happened, kind of, but did anyone watch that?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Very curious.
Talk a little bit about Paraguay, Germany. This game pretty much played out exactly how Paraguay wanted it to play out.
Yes, it did.
They played their game. They drugged Germany down in the muck. They had the first half. Germany pretty much dominated. They had most of the possession, most of the chances, and Paraguay had one chance and they scored. They had one chance. It was I believe it was a cross to the middle. It was a header and found the back of the net. And Paraguay, by the way, in this game, huge underdog to Germany. Germany is supposed to be one of the best teams in this entire tournament. And Paraguay finds a goal and makes it 1-0. And then Germany's playing from behind. They do score early in the second half, in the 54th minute, to tie this game at 1. But that's when, again, I feel like Paraguay kind of just drug them down. I feel like once Germany got the goal to tie the game, Paraguay's goal was get this thing to a shootout because they felt like they had a chance in that moment. They have a fantastic goalie. I believe, how tall is their goalie? He's like 6'5" or something. He's he's a very, very big, very, very good goalie. And so it felt like if you can just get this game to a shootout, they might have a chance. And sure enough, that's what happens. So tied up at 1 in the 54th minute. Germany's still kind of dominating the game, but they're not able to get another one across. And I believe at the end of full time, extra time, like through everything, Paraguay was like celebrated because like this is exactly what we want to do. We have Germany exactly where we want them, and that's how it started. You got into the penalty shootout, and first shot Germany has, and Paraguay's goalie makes a save. So you're like, dude, it's already advantage Paraguay. And then the next 3 shots, Paraguay makes the first 3. Paraguay makes the first 3 shots. You're like, dude, they're gonna do this. And I believe on Germany's 4th shot, you get another. He missed the net. So like, dude, it's over. All they need is either they need to score here, they need a save, or a goal in the last one. Any of those 3, they get it. They move on. And so Paraguay takes a shot, miss. They're like, hey, you still have 2 chances. And then Germany comes up, like, hey, Germany's probably going to finish it. They have usually save one of your best for last year, and that's Germany scores. But Paraguay has another chance to end it. You're like, okay, if they get 3 chances, they don't take advantage, they're probably done. Paraguay takes a shot and it's a save, and you're like, dude, this is insane. Like Germany, like you could see it in Germany. Like Germany thought they were out. They thought they were screwed, and they all of a sudden now you're going to an extra round. And first shot in extra round from Germany, the dude puts it like 4 feet over the bar. Like, it's not even close. Mm-hmm. And at that point, you're like, okay, Paraguay has to take advantage, has to finish it. And sure enough, Paraguay takes the last shot, puts it in the net, and huge upset from Paraguay, taking out one of the best teams in Germany. Yeah, Paraguay,
America looks pretty good right now.
There was so much drama on that last penalty kick at the 3-3 point. After what's his name, Niar's save. There were difficulties finding a 6th taker for Germany to shoot that penalty kick, which is crazy because of all their stars, no one wanted to step up, which is why Ta had to step up, and obviously he missed it horribly. So you hate to see that for all of Germany's stars to be hesitant to take it. You got to have someone to step up there, especially in that situation.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, what a time.
What a great shootout. There couldn't be another one the same day, Andrew.
Sure, I think so.
Netherlands, Morocco. Whoa. These were the 2 best teams I've seen play so far. They looked really solid.
I knew this was going to be a phenomenal
Really
game.
solid. They were buzzing around the field. The first half was one of the best 0-0 halves I've seen. Both teams, great chances, a lot of midfield play. Again, the eye test told me these 2 teams are the best teams I've seen so far in the small sample size. 72nd minute. Gakpo.
Go to Gakpo!
Gives us the first score. Netherlands is kind of looking like Germany right now in the second half. They're starting to take over the game, or like Brazil in the earlier window. You're thinking to yourself, this could be Netherlands' game to lose. Like they're on the attack. They look good. Morocco, again, they had so many chances. They look great. Both teams look great. And it took the 91st minute, a header by Morocco to send it to a shootout. I feel like this is how that game needed to go, though, because both teams were looking good. This shootout was crazy.
Yes, it was.
This was crazy.
Yes, it was.
I watched this and I was like, first of all, so again, lowly soccer fan as I am, I figured like 92% chance each shot goes in on a shootout. These players are so good and it's so hard. That was not the case. These teams struggled, but the goaltending was incredible. I have so much respect for goaltenders after this one. The first one, Netherlands stepped up, made it, and then Morocco came up, missed the penalty shot. And at this point, I'm like, Netherlands is going to win because that's what I know about soccer. Like, if you miss one, you're done. Yeah. But that's not quite correct. And then Netherlands misses, Morocco makes, Netherlands makes, Morocco makes. We're tied at 2 apiece. And then this is where it gets crazy. Both teams miss their 4th penalty shot. Netherlands comes up 2-2, final shot. A save, Andrew. What a save. And then Morocco. The last shot was the one that was the most definitive. Clearly, goaltender dives the wrong way, straight into the net.
Morocco moves on.
Fantastic gameplay.
Guys, Morocco is suddenly a really good team.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Dangerous.
Ben, you talk about Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Talk about today a little bit.
Yeah, I was telling you
had
guys,
some good players playing today.
We had some pretty good players playing today, and they showed why. Started out this afternoon, 1 o'clock, I believe, or 3 o'clock, whatever it was. Norway versus
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast gave them a scare. They definitely did. They did not strike first. Norway struck first in the 39th minute. I didn't obviously watch this game. I was at work.
Very nice goal from Nisha.
Okay, there you go. He scored. Norway scored first, but then it was very stagnant back and forth until the 74th minute when Ivory Coast tied it. And now you're thinking, all right, you got to have someone from Norway step up.
It started to feel a little bit like that Paraguay game.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Like dragging him down.
Yeah. And then finally, Holland, the best player in the league that he is, got a 86th minute goal.
Very nice assist. I forget who had it for.
Berg.
For Norway. It was Berg for Norway brought it up. And
Berg.
it was like a 4-on-2 or something, and there was like 3 guys that went towards Berg, and he passed it in between all 3 of them, and Holland is just like sitting there. He actually like barely touches it because he knows he has a goal, and then as soon as he touches, he's like, oh, I didn't hit it hard enough, and it like rolls in the goal and can't quite get there. But you can see like as soon as he hit it, it's like, oh no, I missed, and then it like easily rolls in. It was like a super easy goal. Very nice play from Berg to set up Holland.
So it was all Berg in this one, but Holland obviously gets that credit for the last game-winning goal. And then Ivory Coast did have a chance. They had a free kick with 96 minutes, or at the 96 minutes mark, but it was saved, and Norway advances. Who do they play next now? The winner of...
Norway plays Morocco? Hang on, I'll go back over here. Norway plays... Where are they? Come on.
I don't think they have that point yet, do they?
Brazil.
That'll be fun.
That would be fantastic.
But
versus
shout out Ivory Coast for giving them a scare. They played very well this tournament. That was always exciting. And then the second game of the day, not quite as exciting, but this is what we expected from them. France wins in dominant fashion over Sweden. Mbappe,
2 goals.
So good. 2 goals he scored in the 45th and 74th minute, and then Barcelo scores in the 53rd minute. So yes, France wins 3-0. Pretty dominant game from France. They had possession most of the time. Lots of shots on target, lots of chances. So France moves on. Sweden, thanks for the fun. We'll see you next 4 years. And then at 10 p.m., currently an hour away, Mexico plays Ecuador. That's going to be a fantastic game. Can't wait for that. Obviously...
in Mexico City.
I was so confused. Why were all the Mexican guys today freaking out about the game and getting off work in time when it's at 10 p.m.?
Wasn't it scheduled for 9 earlier? I thought it looked earlier.
It was scheduled for 9. But still, what? You're not going to get off work at 8 o'clock. Anyway, whatever.
What time is it in Mexico?
Listen to this.
What time is it in Mexico?
Well, I was talking about the guys here.
Oh, here.
Like, yeah, like the long cruise and stuff. Where?
What's that?
Mbappe has scored 55 international goals. You see the stat? In 94 games.
That's crazy.
Holland has 55.
In 63 games.
And 48.
48 games, that's what it is. He's averaging over a goal a game.
Yo, what is this?
It's insane.
Oh, no.
No video now.
When did it do that?
I don't know. That's still recording.
Technical difficulties.
Well, guys, we just lost video, so the
Thank
rest will
goodness.
be the rest will be just audio. Sorry about that, guys.
Guys, I'll have to
Is
get
your
more
storage full?
Probably.
Did you delete like the last couple videos
I
we
did,
had?
but I guess I need to
Did you
delete some more.
delete them on recently deleted?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Guys, I just have so many videos.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that sets us up for tomorrow, Wednesday. We have a couple really good games. England plays Congo Dominican. Calm down, I'm getting there. Congo Dominican Republic at 12. A really, really good game. Could be really fun. The game that we will play the winner of, Belgium Senegal at 4 o'clock.
I don't
could
like
be really,
either
really
of
good.
those teams to play in the second round.
I think we'll be either one.
Yeah, but those...
Because we play Bosnia at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
We're going to win that
USA knockout
one. We're going to win that
plays Bosnia. We're going to win that one. I feel pretty confident about that. USA minus 265 favorite.
Hammering that.
Come on now. Bracket play. We're ready to go.
Guys, we haven't seen this in so long. Just give us something. Help us out.
Where's this one at?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Ooh.
I'm just going to go over a couple of games real quick, or the rest of the bracket real quick. Portugal play Croatia. That'll be really good. Spain plays Austria. We obviously play Bosnia. Colombia, Ghana will be a really good one. Switzerland, Algeria. Australia, Egypt. Argentina, Cape Verde. I believe that's all the games that are coming up. And then a couple of the second round matchups that are set. Paraguay, France will be fun. Canada, Morocco. And we already mentioned Brazil and Norway. So yeah, there's some really good games coming up. We'll talk more about the United States game on the next episode. We'll have to get together tomorrow night or something to watch it. But very, very excited. We need to keep moving. We're at, I don't know how long so far, but this is getting to be a long one.
We're doing fine.
Yeah. Moving on to our worst thing of the week. I believe we had the exact same worst thing last year at this time of the year, if I remember correctly. But it is the MLB All-Star
Seems
voting.
like
The amount
they
of
didn't listen to
power,
our podcast.
the amount of power the fans have is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to start in the NL because I'm not going to rage quite as much in the NL as I am in the AL because the American League is absolutely horrible. But we're just getting ready to end phase 2 of the voting, which is basically like your starters And in the National League, it's mainly Dodgers, which is fair. The Dodgers are really good. But just going over first base, this is one I don't mind. In first place is Freddie Freeman with 59. So, like, you basically, in phase 2, you take the top 2 guys, and they vote for those 2. Freddie Freeman got 59% of the votes, and Matt Olson got 41. At second base, it is Ozzie Albies and Bryson Stott. Albies got 62, Stott 38. That's pretty good. I feel like those are the 2 best second basemen in the National League, which is fine. Shortstop, maybe not so much. CJ Abrams is number 1, which is good at 57%, but Mookie Betts is second at 43%. I feel like there's a couple other shortstops in the National League that could maybe even be above him, but again, one that's I'm not terribly mad at. At third base, Max Muncy is at 60%. I like that one. He's a Dodger, but he has had a very good year. And then Alec Boehm is in second place with 40% of the votes. Again, another one. Phillies is another one that a bunch of people voted for. I don't know. It's turning into a popularity contest, and I don't like it. And then you have top 6 outfielders. This is the last one last couple here for sure get mad at. Brandon Marsh is number 1 with 23% of the votes. In second is Juan Soto, who's having an okay year. Third, Michael Harris at 16%. This is the one that I think should be second is Andy Pages. He is at 15%. He's had an incredible year for sure. With Andy Pages' stats, he's playing absolutely amazing, and him being in 4th behind Harrison Soto, I feel like is an abomination. Again, popularity, new guy, a lot of people know who he is, so that's why he's on there. And then Ronald Acuna is in 5th, been hurt a lot of the year. Again, this last one I'm very upset at. For one reason, I'm a Cardinals fan. I think Jordan Walker should be in here. I think Jordan Walker should probably be in the top 3. I think he's had maybe the best. He's struggled the last couple weeks, but he's had an absolutely incredible year. But with 14% of the votes at number 6 is Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar Hernandez has been hurt the last couple weeks, and somehow he is passing Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker has been in front of him most of the year, and now for some reason, even though Teoscar Hernandez is hurt, Teoscar is passing him.
What? Popularity contest.
I know, I hate it.
What's the most populous city in America?
New York City.
What's the second?
L.A.
What's even bigger population than a city?
A country.
Canada.
Yeah, the American League All-Star voting might be the worst thing we've ever seen.
Oh man.
Why?
We hate Canada.
Let me go over every position. Like I said, you take the top 2 guys. Every single position in the American League has a Blue Jay. Every single one. The Blue Jays are not a sub 500 team. Starting at first base with 55% of the votes is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has, I believe, you can check me if I'm wrong, 4 home runs this year. Not a good player. He's a good player, not having a great year. He's above Ben Rice. Who's having
At least he has the name brand.
I don't care. It's
Keep going, Andrew.
At shortstop, number 1 with 70% of the votes from the fine with Bobby Witt Jr. I will challenge. I bet at least 50% of our listeners don't know the second name. Andres Jimenez, the shortstop for the Blue Jays, who's been a subpar shortstop his entire career. He's having a solid year. He's not an all-star. There's a lot of other shortstops in the American League who should be an all-star. Third base, 7% of the votes, Junior Caminero. That's fine. You know who's second? Rookie, Kazuma Okamoto, who's had admittedly solid year.
Awesome. You know what? I love it.
No.
I changed my mind. I love it.
No.
This is the best day of the week.
It's awful. It's absolutely
Go to catcher,
horrible.
Andrew.
I'm going to go to catcher.
Go to catcher.
At catcher. Hang on, where did I lose it? I lost it.
It's right below what that.
Where'd it go?
Oh, no.
Right there.
Why is it down here? That's weird. At catcher, number 1, Shane Langoliers. Great. Incredible. Having a great year. I'm okay with that. In second place is a guy that has played 10 games this year. 10.
I love it.
Alejandro Kirk, catcher for the Blue Jays. He has played 10 games, and he is second in All-Star voting as a catcher.
Andrew, I feel like this is better than our podcast for making the MLB change it. So it should be a good thing.
It better change. If it doesn't change after this year, I don't know. It's like there's guys that deserve to be an all-star that aren't even close because they're leaving up to fans.
Got George Springer as the DH.
George Springer in DH. And then outfielder you have two Blue Jays, which the top is fine, but you have Jesus Sanchez and Dalton Varsho in the top 6. It's every position, and it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to say anymore. That's my rant.
I am highly impressed Caminero is at 67, which he got a lot of from the home run derby, I guess, and being a good prospect, but That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's a popularity.
But like, there's no other teams. It's the Blue Jays. How's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. number one at the first base?
Blue Jays versus the NL.
It's literally turning into a Blue Jays versus Dodgers All-Star game.
Awesome.
I hate it.
It's kind of like that one year that the Warriors had 4 players in the All-Star game.
Yeah, but I feel like they deserved it.
Well, it's just like
No,
that
they're
one
good.
guy, Bediaka, who was gonna get voted in the Rising Stars game
Oh, yeah.
because everybody wants.
Yeah.
Same idiocy.
Yeah.
It's
What did the NBA do about that? They just removed him.
They just removed him from the
So
ballot.
just remove the Blue Jays.
No more.
They can have their
Blue
own
Jays.
All-Star
I'm
game.
done talking about All-Star game. It's so bad.
That's funny.
And now
Fix it.
it's time for
Turn your laptop.
Where He Go. I'm sad.
You still want to play this game,
I'm way
Andrew?
behind.
JJ, stop looking at my
I
computer.
can't. It's looking at me.
JJ, move. I gotta hide mine now too.
Stop touching my leg. I'm uncomfortable.
All right, I guess I'm ready for Here You Go.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing
It's
faith.
okay, buddy.
Easy and medium you'll get,
I'm losing faith.
and then the hard one is going to be the deciding factor of today. But I have 2 players that went to 2 different colleges.
Ooh, Andrew, you got a lot of points racking.
Ooh, there's a lot of points out
A
there.
lot of points on the
Which
board.
means JJ can get a bunch more points again.
So JJ currently has
Andrew, don't be down on yourself.
JJ currently has 55 points. Andrew still has 44. So like I said, you get a couple of these doubles, you'll be very good.
Okay.
First one, this one's mainly because there's 2 colleges. I want to see if you can get both of them. I have Michael Penix Jr.
Oh,
2 colleges. Viewers,
Michael
listeners,
Penix.
do you know where he went to college?
He should have went to a barber school.
Because I know he knows both of these. I know JJ knows both of these.
It's better than Josh Hoover.
Unfortunately, he knows both of these.
So what do you guys got?
IU and Washington.
Indiana and Washington.
There you go. 2-2.
What do you think Zanetti would have done with Michael Penix?
I think Hoover's better. So.
That's wild. That's wild. All right. Next one I have.
2 colleges or just 1?
Just one for this one. I don't know if you say his name this way or that way. I think it's Devon Witherspoon. Devon or
You don't know?
Devon?
I think I do.
Devon? Is it Devon or Devon? I think it's Devon.
It's Devon.
Devon Witherspoon.
Go ahead.
He went to Illinois.
He went to Illinois.
He's hashtag dog at Illinois.
Dang it.
Fighting Illini.
Devon.
Guys, it's 4-4. This will be the
Could we
deciding
get
factor.
Could we do it?
You will not get a perfect one. I will
Wait, is
say
this a
that
double?
for
So
sure.
6? No, 1 extra.
Technically 7. Or if we get
This
both,
would be
it'd
6,
8.
yeah.
No, because it's always 3. Yeah.
It'd be
You
Or
should
no,
get.
it'd be 7.
You don't get 3 extra points.
it's 1 point extra.
No, you get 1 point extra for each one.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah.
you won't get it. I'll just say that right now. I just threw it in there because it's fun.
Is it 2 or 1?
pal.
It is
listen,
2, but
listen
you're,
to this
you're
cat.
not going to get either.
Okay.
Look at this guy.
I have for you.
Okay, good.
Actually, let me look up his stats real quick. Sorry, I should have his stats for you.
Dude, bro.
Did he play college football?
Yes, I want to pull up his
This
stats.
is a college.
because
This is
they're
Alex
crazy.
Brigman. Do you know Alex
Um,
Brigman went to college?
So, by the way,
Brigman?
this was top players from 2022.
Oregon State.
LSU.
Um,
I think we're
all right, so this player led the nation in passing yards.
I got a chance.
He led.
Yeah,
he,
come on.
he had more passing yards than Michael Penix Jr., Caleb Williams, Drake May, among others. So I have for you, Austin Reed. What does that name do to you?
I know him. I literally have. I think I have his rookie card.
744 yards.
There's a couple schools. Oh shoot, dude.
Austin
Austin
Reed.
I know Austin Reed. Like he's my friend.
Really?
Austin Reed.
Dang it, dude.
Austin.
2022, 4,700 yards, 40 touchdowns.
Wait. What year?
That was 2022.
Okay.
2023, 3,300 yards, 31 touchdowns.
This is gonna make me so mad.
Yeah, I feel like I should know this. Austin.
I have a
Reed.
name, but I don't think this is right. Dude. He went to
Just
2.
guessing 2. I'm really just
You
guessing
might know the
2.
first one. I don't know how you would know the second one.
Dang it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me just give me a second.
Personal friend Austin Reed.
I'm not gonna
This
get
is
this.
so
I'm not
annoying.
gonna get this.
I this guy, dude.
I know what I want to say, but I don't think it's right. JJ, you gotta say somebody.
The listeners are anxious.
This isn't right. This is another guy. Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
I went Stanford for 1, and then Coastal Carolina.
Good guesses. It was actually Western Kentucky.
Give me some.
Western Kentucky.
How?
4,700 yards.
Wait, which one was that? This last one before he got drafted?
Yes, he didn't.
So that's
He didn't
3
actually get drafted.
How'd you know
Yeah,
that?
dude, because he was a baller.
He was a hashtag baller.
I'm pretty good if you lead the quarterbacks like that, like random. The one guy for Hawaii a few years ago, like the guys that are really prolific. So he went somewhere first, huh?
It was West Florida. You wouldn't have known that.
Oh, okay.
But if you had both guessed Kentucky, Western Kentucky, I would have said, okay, yes, next college also started with West, and then just see if you could throw one out there.
I'm on a historic run.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Wow, what a pull.
JJ finished with a whopping 7 points that round.
That's the most points ever?
Bring his total to 62.
Dude.
Andrew.
What am I supposed to do with a 7-point round?
Man,
That's unbelievable.
hate to see it.
That's unbelievable.
But if you throw more yards than Michael Penix Jr., you need to know where he went.
We need
about
we
that.
need some. I want to try to have the listener stump us. The listener hasn't
Hasn't
stumped
happened
us yet.
Hashtag listeners. Hashtag.
Oh, are you ready for a hot
All right.
take?
Hot take.
Are you ready
JJ, go
for a
ahead.
hot
Then we got to get out of here. It's been a long app.
Oh
We lost video during
man.
this episode, how long it's been.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the 8 teams that will make the NBA playoffs in the Western Conference next year.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me get them for you. I had this pulled up and then I closed it. Oh, here we go. All right, these are the 8 teams: the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Timberwolves, the Rockets, the Trailblazers, and the Warriors.
Okay. That's your hot take?
Those are the teams that will be in the playoffs.
Okay. That's your hot take. That's it.
It doesn't seem too hot, does it?
No.
You know what team I let out?
Spurs?
The Spurs
I think the Spurs are missing the playoffs.
will not be in the playoffs next
Oh,
year.
Lord.
You are out of your.
Do you know the largest differential between wins and losses of a team in back-to-back seasons? Because obviously the Spurs had 61 wins last year. David Robinson's second year, they had 59 wins, and the next year they had 23. So the Spurs have the record for the worst turnaround. Now, David Robinson was injured some of that season. Now, I'm not prophesying an injury, because I would never do that. But I do think Wembanyama has some concerns with longevity, and I do think that the Knicks showed the league how to beat him. If Wemby comes into the season with a bag and looks like he has the offensive game down, he has muscle on him, I will completely take that take back. Right now, at this time, the Spurs will miss the playoffs next year.
2-minute warning will start in 3, 2, 1. Go, Ben.
I don't understand how you can think that when we were just harping on all year how great this team was around Wembanyama. They are. You just said if the Spurs play the Warriors with LeBron James and Steph Curry, their young guards are going to run around them. So even without Wembanyama, that team is still a
playoff
45,
caliber
50
team.
win
yes,
team.
I agree.
Now, Wembanyama is that key factor that pushes them to 65 wins.
What was the Spurs' record in Wemby's first year?
Horrible, because that's the only player they had.
They had Castle.
Yeah,
Wemby,
both
Castle.
as rookies, yeah. And now they've built a squad. Now, there is absolutely no way. The West is stacked, sure, but I can name you 5 teams that won't make the playoffs.
Let me ask you this. What is more likely? They win more than 6... They win 61 games again, or they win closer to like 45.
16.
They're definitely not
I think it's more likely.
only winning 45. That's absurd. Sorry, that is absurd.
Love this.
The Rockets won 52 games with Kevin Durant playing half of the games, and their starting point guard.
They're in my playoffs.
That's wild. You just said how high you are on the Jazz.
But now they could still make the play-in. I didn't say they could make. I said playoffs.
I know, yeah. No,
What say you, Andrew?
No.
I mean, I don't know what to say because, yeah, it's a ridiculous take. I think Ben just made a perfect point of, yeah, maybe with Wemby, they're not an NBA Finals caliber team, even if he does get hurt. They're still making the playoffs.
Don't you think the Knicks showed people how to beat them?
No.
No.
I think that's every team. Like, I think maybe the Knicks showed the league how to beat them, but I think the Knicks are one of the very few teams that can play that way and still beat them. Because the Knicks played that way and still barely beat them. And they were
4-1,
clearly
Andrew.
the best team.
Arguably shouldn't have.
They were
4-1, Andrew.
they were clearly the best team in the NBA.
I kind
last
of
year.
made that. I got pressured into the take. I was thinking about it on the way here. I was like, that would be crazy.
I don't ever
And
see it
then
happening.
crazier things have happened. And also, my other hot take.
And that
The other
is
hot
the
take-
2-minute warning.
The other hot take I
Crazy.
made a few months earlier after the Super Bowl was that the Patriots would miss the Super Bowl or miss the playoffs.
Playoffs.
So now I
So he's
have
a
the
non-believer.
Patriots and the Spurs who are in the championship game now.
And both are horribly delusional things.
A Patriots man.
This was brought to you by JD.
I wanted to spice it up because I feel like we needed some spice.
Fair enough.
So you guys
Long time. Well done, guys.
Record that.
Proud of you guys.
Clip it.
No more video.
Clip
We lost video a while back.
Yeah,
Sorry about
yeah.
all YouTube videos.
Can't see me do this.
Someone,
Hey.
buy,
What?
someone buy us a camera.
Guys, we need a camera. Sponsor us. Sponsor us World Cup
Oh
tickets.
man.
Go USA.
Go USA, bro.
Totally.
Guys, do you realize
Party
that
at my house?
Yes.
Be there.
Okay.
2997.
Wear your jersey.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just zoned out there. Yeah.
We're painting our chests.
I'll paint my chest.
Well,
I paint my chest. USA, I paint my chest. For sure on a 4th of July weekend.
I should use it.
they should have made that game on Saturday. That's criminal.
What?
USA should have made that game on
Or
Saturday.
Thursday at least.
Sick.
Oh, man.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace out.